Hey everyone, hopefully you're having a good day. My name's Andy. My channel is Finding Value. Today I'm going to talk about solar and renewables. I know I got some people commenting, what about solar and renewables? So I'm going to go over it. We've got solar here. This is the TAN ETF. Again, this is just my opinion, financial opinion. Please don't use it as advice. But we'll dive in here and take a quick look. So we've got the 1, 2, 3, a break to the upside. What we're doing is we're coming back and doing a retest move of the breakout. That's what I'm seeing here. We're coming back. Hopefully we can find some support. $83-ish is what I'm seeing. So we have another $3.5 to go lower to find some support, and we could even come back into this pattern a little bit for the retest. Now some of these other ones, like Beam's selling off pretty hard. It's making a new low here. Is this going to be a false kind of breakdown like this guy here where it comes back up? We'll have to see tomorrow what tomorrow has in store for us, if this is going to contract down and turn around. Sunworks has been selling off. I probably, it's not looking good. It may even come back all the way to about $3, somewhere in that range. SOL looks like it's lining up to go lower. Hopefully we can find some support here. It is squaring it up pretty good here to head lower. I'm going to throw in kind of just a trend line here. It looked like we were trying to break out of this trend line, and we blew back and sold off to the downside. I'm not giving up on it yet. I'm still in a lot of these companies, kind of just holding on at the moment. Here's SunPower. SunPower broke to the upside, consolidated, broke to the upside, consolidated, and we're in that consolidation period right here. We're in this channel. We're kind of leaking out to the downside of the channel right now. Extend it out. And that's kind of where we're at the moment. It's right down here. Hopefully we can get back into the channel. Here's Canadian Solar. Looking at this guy. We've got this pattern here, broke to the upside. I think we're okay still for Canadian Solar. Nothing looks broken. We got some support right underneath it, so that one looks okay. Enphase blew out to the upside here. I was hoping that the rest of the sector would follow Enphase, and Enphase being the leader, but we are getting some selling pressure in Enphase even. Looking at the 5-day, well, let's go 1 month. Shoulder, head, shoulder. It completed that pattern here. We got some good support through here, but it just broke through that support today to the downside. But we've got more support underneath here, so we might be okay. We'll see. Fuel cell's got, let me go to the 1 year. Broke out of this pattern to the upside. Kind of did an ascending wedge, broke to the downside of that ascending wedge. We could come back here even at like $7 before moving on up. So I'm going to zoom in on the right-hand side here. We're still in this downtrend. There's their downtrend line. Man, I clicked it. But it didn't click. And then we've got another kind of downtrend line, if I could draw it right. Jeez, guy. Somewhere like in there. So there's the downtrend line. We're still in that downtrend. So just be patient if you own it. This one's a pretty volatile stock. It's got a lot of volatility to it, so it's a tough one to hold on to. Here's Plug Power. Plug Power, zooming on out through here. We broke to the downside, back tested, and then are breaking down still. So we're trying to find a bottom here. You can see this thing breaking back down, and we could come, let me see here. We've got some support kind of, well, where it's at, we got some support. So we got support coming all through here underneath it, but it's in a downtrend. We could see lower prices. Gamesa is still in its downtrend line. Nothing broken yet. That's zooming in for that's a 1 year. 5 year, you can see the downtrend. And then in a big picture view, it's a kind of it's not a shoulder head shoulder because we didn't enter from the upside down. But it is probably a continuation pattern eventually. It's going to take some time. Vestas, I just threw the pattern in there in the neckline. If it goes, broke to the upside, and we've been basically consolidating sideways in this big old channel here. We broke to the downside of the channel recently, just past couple days here. Here's the breakdown past couple days. We're cruising along just below it. Hopefully we can get back into it. But right now, it's not looking fantastic. It's looking a little bit weak. And we could potentially head lower if the sellers want to push it lower. But that's what I've got for the solar area, it looks weak, just like kind of the overall stock market, and even some of these companies in oil and gas and energy. They're also looking weak. So I would kind of hold on. I wouldn't really do anything. Let's wait for this energy and momentum to dissipate first before we start, I'd say, adding to positions. And guys, I'm not really selling anything. I'm just holding on. I know they're going to throw a ton of money at this sector. Is it going to be the best sector with commodities going up? There are cost pressures that are hitting these companies from the commodity sector. So their commodities and input costs are going up with commodities going up. And I'm kind of just got some money in there playing with it for if the money's going to go into this renewable stuff, it's got to go into these. So I got a little in there, just riding on it. If you guys like this analysis, give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And thank you for listening. This is Finding Value.